Yo, what's going on? We're back with the Real Rap Coalition podcast. This is episode 60. We'll be reviewing Bullet Train today. But before we do that, first of all, I want to say shout out to everybody and Happy New Year. Me in 2024. Hopefully this year will be better than the last. We want to say like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us out a lot. So before we get into this movie, we're just going to introduce ourselves. My name is Bob Celeste, bobceleste.bandcamp.com. And who else we got in here?
Showtime Slim, man. Slit.
He does this every week, bro. Literally every fucking week, man. Anyway, I got the worst luck in the world, but I can still fuck you, bitch.
Big Lordy Lord, what's up with y'all niggas, man? Y'all good? Yeah, salute to y'all.
All right, man. So today, we reviewed. Y'all good?
He said warning, and what about what?
I said joining.
Oh, joining. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, salute.
All right. Starring Brad Pitt, today we reviewed Bullet Train, released in 2022, directed by David Leitch. I think that's how you pronounce that. So basically the summary here, Ladybug is a code name for unlucky assassin determined to do his job peacefully after one too many gigs have gone off the rails. Fate, however, might have other plans, as his latest mission puts him on a collision course with lethal adversaries from around the globe, all with connected yet conflicting objectives on the world's fastest train in Japan. Movies take place in Japan. It's a really good looking movie, I'll say that. But basically what we have is kind of like a action comedy. We got fight scenes, we got some deadpan humor, some trashy humor here and there, some vulgar jokes, and a little bit of gore if you like that type of thing too. So it's an interesting movie. Does anybody have any first thoughts on the movie?
Hey, Slim, you good?
Nigga had to drive through, bro.
Oh yeah, he don't want to get caught being told good night again and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm I don't know, man. This show is one of the newest movies we've watched for like the actual weekly podcast. This shit only came out in 2022, so I think that I believe this was a blockbuster film at the time. I didn't go to the theaters to see it. I saw it first on streaming and shit. But I think like it was a big deal when this movie dropped, and I think they treated it as such. In my opinion, they got some names that are recognizable and would make people go watch the movie. The set piece, like this is a movie where I guess you could like make the argument that it's not, but it's kind of similar to the premise of 12 Angry Men, where it takes place all in one central location. Most of Saw 1 did that too. You know what I'm saying? But for the set piece being just a moving bullet train, I think that's pretty cold. I think that was a good I
agree. Yeah, I like what they did with the comedy too, because there's opportunities for the participants, obviously, in this story to leave the train at a lot of different points, and none of them took it.
For different reasons.
Until the end. Yeah, until the end. So that was pretty good.
I think they did good job with comedy in this movie, for real. Like I think that they did, like a lot of like good shit. It didn't take itself too serious. Like it was an enjoyable movie.
Brad Pitt is Mr. and Mrs. Smith too, right?
Hell yeah.
This might be his thing, bro. This nigga snap like in these like
being
funny
assassin and shit.
He wasn't really an assassin, was
in Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
No, I'm saying like the funny action movie might be his shit.
I mean, in this shit, he technically, I guess, wasn't, but like he was like trained as one. He said he only do snatch and grab jobs now, though. Fucking Carver fucked that shit up.
Yeah, he might need to. I mean, I don't know, because I know he get a lot of praise, so I'm not too familiar with his body of work, but I enjoyed him in this pause.
He done been on the podcast 3 times, Pools.
Wasn't there for either one.
Why not?
Probably didn't want to watch that shit.
Hey, KTL Luno, let me ask y'all. So, were both of y'all on both of the other 2 episodes with Brad Pitt?
Yes.
What were the 2 movies?
It was Fury and Seven.
Yep.
So how would you compare like his performances from this movie to those movies?
This is my favorite performance from him, in my opinion. But I guess I'm a bit biased or
They're
whatever.
all different, right? All three are different.
Yeah, I'm the Mountain 2 guy, Slim. You know what I'm saying? This is my bag right here. Put a motherfucker, let him beat the shit out of somebody and make a couple of yuck jokes.
Yeah, I didn't see Fury, but I saw Seven. What about you, Luna? What do you think about the difference in like this performance versus the other two?
I think it's definitely good to point out that they're very different. I think
He
that
took himself
Seven.
less serious here. Go ahead,
I
Luna.
think Fury both he took himself a bit seriously. And he kind of takes on like different personalities. I think in Seven he was kind of like a
An obstinate dickhead.
yeah, like he's like kind of like a stubborn mule sort of archetype. Like he's very snappy. He thinks that he knows everything. He's like a young hotshot, arrogant, whatever. I think in Fury he was like jaded, immature, and he had like scars, like painful scars from his past. And then in this movie here, we kind of just got him as like a happy-go-lucky retard, like, and I think he does it really well. I can't say that I like this role better for him, but that's partly because I don't think the quality of the movie really holds up as much. Like, I don't think he had a big plate here. I think in Seven he had a little bit more responsibility. Same thing with Fury. But I'm a fan of it. I think he was good in this role. He definitely did his thing, and I think everybody else on the cast really helped him out too. It's seeing how he interacts with them that really makes the magic happen.
Slim, have you saw Seven, right?
Yeah, I saw Seven a while ago. I think there are obviously two different types of movies. Like this is what would you call it, like an action comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas Seven is more like a thriller where he's like a police officer or whatever. And this one, like Luna, like you said, he's an assassin. He's trained as an assassin. He just kind of, I guess, turned over a new leaf, and he doesn't want to kill anymore. Like he didn't even want to bring the gun on the job with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of being more like a peaceful type of guy now, maybe.
Well, yeah, he's basically like he wants to have a positive outlook. He said something toward the beginning of this shit that he had like an epiphany that any sort of thing that goes down, like there's probably a way that we can settle it with like peace, like so there's no need for us to like kill or like hurt people and shit like that. There's always a way to do that.
Yeah,
and
Luna.
this is yeah.
Yeah, I also remember he said the thing to where it was like everything, he always kills people, like even when he's not trying to, like people always get hurt or
That
some shit like that.
jumped out a building, laying on his car.
Yeah, he was saying like he has bad luck and he always ends up killing people when he's not trying to. So I guess maybe that kind of adds into why his character is this way now, because he doesn't want to be that anymore.
Yeah, and they build on that later on at the end. I feel like he's taking on this optimistic outlook because he feels like that's a way that he can challenge his fate, right? He feels like his bad luck can improve if he just refuses from getting in situations where he's gonna fuck people over. So he's trying to be this peaceful nigga. But he's really consistent about that. In all the interactions he has with people, there's always a part of him that's willing to have a conversation. I think everybody else was basically on go mode at some point, but he was the nigga who was
them.
trying.
I think that's a lot of the moral too. Like a lot of them, it cost them through their violence and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be perfectly clear though, Ladybug is fire. Like he's definitely able to fight. Like he's not like a chump or like he's funny because he has to be. Like he definitely is like probably one of the most skilled on that train.
Yeah. So let's break that shit down. Through the like over the course of the train, you have Lemon and Tangerine, who are two
Twins.
They're tasked with delivering a briefcase. We find out later it's full of a bunch of money and shit. And the son of the prominent, I guess, gangster warlord, whatever, the White Death, to Kyoto. So that's their mission. You have the young girl. I can't remember what her name was.
Prince.
Yeah. So she's on a mission to assassinate the White Death. You have the father of Wataru. What was his name?
The elder.
Kimura, the assassin.
The regular guy.
You mean the Japanese dude?
Guy?
Yeah, like the son.
That's
not the
Kimura.
dad.
The son.
Kimura.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
or
he's
Yeah.
whatever.
his son got pushed off a convenience store roof and is in the hospital. So he's there to kill the
Thanks.
motherfucker that did it. You know, you find out secretly you've got the Hornet on the train, who's an assassin tasked with like poisoning motherfuckers. She's there to get money that she was promised, I guess, to assassinate somebody. I can't fully recall. At a certain point, you see Bad Bunny's character. What was he? The coyote?
The wolf.
The
The
wolf.
The
wolf.
wolf, yeah. The
The
wolf is
coyote is crazy.
the coyote is a character that exists.
Honestly,
But
I'm sad how much they put into like his backstory. But like one thing they do in anime a lot is show the backstory of somebody when they're about to die. So I mean, I guess it works. But they got rid of the wolf all too fast. I thought like his premise, he's just like this badass, Spanish nigga that loves his
I'm gonna
wife.
be honest with you,
You
Luno.
know what I'm
They
saying?
used him to sell the movie. Like I feel like they put him in the movie so more people would watch it, and he got like a cameo part in it. It was cool. It was memorable. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't just forget about the motherfucker. He had a
You
great
think like
backstory.
lady fans were like really hyped to have the nigga in the
Well,
movie? Like he's
beyond
like
that,
them. Okay.
fucking Bad Bunny does like he's done wrestling shit, and they like went to like Puerto Rico where he's at. That motherfucker is a fucking superstar, dog. Like
Facts.
they love him so much, so that's that audience going to come watch the movie just because of him. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But yeah, like they gave him a cold backstory. They gave him a good like fight scene, and even after he died, he was in a couple of scenes, for comedic effect or for different like reasoning. So it was good for him to like get some acting experience, a
That
little bit.
nigga was pissed the
He
whole
was,
movie.
bro. He was mad as shit. Somebody killed his bitch. Like,
And you know what else could tell? He also didn't look out of place in this movie.
well,
Where
that's because
sometimes,
I'm not gonna
He
lie.
did
Like, I
good.
think
He
his
did good.
character, like as a musician, is like a brooding, you know what I'm saying, kind of motherfucker. So they just took that and translated it into an assassin character. Like he was just pissed. Like he was out here killing folks. He was pissed. He found a bitch he liked, was finna settle down. Somebody poisoned the whole fucking thing, killed that bitch. So he said, "I'm finna get vengeance on you, bitch
But
ass
the thing that
motherfucker."
makes me laugh is the fact that all this nigga was doing was like serving drinks, and he bumped into him and got
He
shit on his
spilled
shirt.
wine on his shirt,
Yeah, and this nigga pulled up like he was the motherfucking. And it was so
and he
funny when he
saved
has
his
the.
life, low key. Like he would have died if he drank that hoe.
That's true.
I don't know, man. But yeah, and he died like like you say, Ladybug is a cold fighter, but that motherfucker didn't even have to do nothing. But he threw a knife, it bounced off the briefcase and killed himself. Like that's what I'm
Yo,
talking about. Like people
he
went
definitely
out,
looked the
Mm.
nigga.
they
That
own anger
nigga,
led to their destruction.
nigga Black Roof said that Chris Brown Bad Bunny. They did pretty much.
Kinda, yeah.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
But I still think his character was like enjoyable to have on the screen for whatever time, and like yeah, he was plot relevant.
Yeah, like I
who's that?
think he
Another
was probably
question.
the most like inconsequential
Yeah.
of what are essentially the main characters, like between him and the Hornet and shit. But like I think that like
Big
he
Roof
was a
said,
cold ass character. I think that with that kind of, and obviously I don't think
nigga
this
don't
is
fuck with your roots.
like I'm reading it, like I'm about to address it right now. But I think that like I don't think they're gonna do this, but I think that with the backstory that they gave, they could make an origin story movie about his character. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they could make that like a
About who?
whole
Bad Bunny?
about like Bad Bunny. I'm gonna be honest, like all the
They already
characters.
did his origin story, bro. You
Well,
seen
but
it.
what I'm saying is that was like a quick little deal. Like they could do some shit of like him out there killing motherfuckers. You feel me? Like some Better Call Saul shit for Breaking
I
Bad.
think they.
You feel me?
Oh, you mean another show like a spinoff?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
They
I
could do
mean,
that
Yeah,
shit
I
with
mean,
damn near every character, Loki.
but that's what
yeah,
I was
everybody
saying,
got their
Pujols.
background.
Like I think these are a very interesting cast of characters, and I
yeah,
think
these
that's not
characters were
often the
well
case.
written and well developed. I feel like.
Well, I
And
like
they
that they
all
also mix
played
up the
well
timing.
too.
Like you hear about the Hornet, you know what I'm saying? Like before we actually get the Hornet in person, and they kind of give you pieces to like who they fucking
And you
are.
never see them. They do it like through anonymity on purpose. I think that's cold.
I think it's cool that she was in that big outfit. I think it's really cool that in Japan on the bullet trains, you got a whole motherfucking car dedicated to this like anime theme, like pink shit for like kids or whatever else. Like that's wild, son. They don't do that shit in New York.
Hey, Puos, you like to address what you said. I think the Hornet might have been like the worst acted character, but it was on purpose. Like that bitch was like Ash. She just said bitch after everything.
I liked
That hoe
her.
did
Like she
that
was
on
funny.
purpose. Like, I think it was great comedic effect. But like that bitch was definitely like the most like surface level character, I guess. to use the term.
Why do you say that?
Because like I say, that bitch wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? You had like a great backstory, but the actual interaction of the character in the movie, that bitch was just fighting, saying like regular, aggressive, assassin type shit, and ending every sentence with bitch, and then she just like got fucked by her own like
It's cool when
weaponry.
Freddy Krueger do the shit though.
It was, and I agree, but I think Robert Englund was a better actor than this woman was. I don't even
And
know
she
who
was
that was. Who
technically,
was that?
she technically was still good enough to like, she stabbed him with the
I'm about to
poison
say, Slim,
first.
she was fine.
I
Well,
know,
to be
and what
fair,
happened
she only
next
dropped
is
that hoe. She
absolutely
dropped that hoe
ridiculous,
on his
bro.
hand, Slim.
Bro,
Like,
the fact that she reached in her pocket and pulled some before he even recognized what the object was, he knew to grab it and stab himself with it. The fucking
bro,
antidote.
but that's
But he
because he
told
was
her. He
waiting
said
that
30
bitch
seconds,
out.
right?
Yeah, that
Yeah, he
bitch
said
said, you
30
got
seconds,
30
right?
seconds, bro. She dropped
Yeah,
the
he
needle
knew
in
she was
his
gonna have to get
hand.
that bitch up.
He
Bro,
anticipated that she was gonna have an antidote.
let's go back, from that. A motherfucker, like I say, he on the floor. She dropped the needle, land in Buddy's hand. They stop what they doing. He immediately stand up, look at his hand, and in one smooth motion, pull that bitch out his arm, his hand, put it in that whole arm, and say, "All right, bitch. Like either one, either we both gonna die or something finna happen here. Yo, move." Like he played the fuck out that hoe. He knew what she was finna do. Then he out there trying to counsel the bitch. The bitch on the floor, like dying of some fucking horrible organ liquefying. He's like, "Can I get you some water? You want me to just talk to you?" Like that shit was. I don't know,
That's
man.
the only thing I predicted though. Like I knew this motherfucking this damn costume was gonna be some evil bitch, and then as it kept going, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be the
It was
fucking
because she
organized
tried to
bitch.
steal that briefcase.
Nah, just because it was. They kept showing that shit so much. They just kept showing the damn.
That nigga couldn't
I
get the
didn't predict
briefcase
that
from her,
shit.
so he just punched her in the face and ran off.
Hell yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Puos. I didn't predict that shit because I thought that like maybe she had just like snuck that snake on the train. You feel me?
She did.
That fucking snake's out there fucking like slithering menacingly through the whole movie. You're just waiting to see who it's gonna smoke. Like
I thought it was poisonous, like it was gonna be.
It
It is, but
It
he already
is.
had the vaccine in
Yeah,
him.
he already had the antivenom.
okay.
Or he
Yeah.
would have got fucked. Like
Yeah.
but yeah, like so the main like the actual main conflicts of the movie, right? Like I say, you said his name is Himaru?
Kimura?
Yeah,
It's,
Himura.
yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
That nigga
Yeah.
Rue said which
Yeah.
villain stood out most to y'all.
It was clearly Prince. Like Prince was such a
Hell no.
fucking unlikable character, bro, and she kept getting away with everything through the movie that I'm just waiting for something bad to finally happen to this bitch, bro.
I think she played that shit good.
Bro, yeah, she was great. Like she was such a hateable villain. Oh my
I
god.
think Lemon stood out most. That nigga was fire.
Lemon was a villain? I don't think so.
Yeah.
All of these niggas is villains, basically, bro.
Except
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I look at like the villains as like the Hornet, Prince, the White Death. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Now them
think
twin niggas was definitely some. I mean,
yeah, but
I
like
guess it
Lemon
depends
was out
on.
there helping the heroes.
Bad Bunny too. Everybody a villain except for
Yeah, Lemon
Bro,
helped the
they were-
heroes at the end. KTF at the
Yeah,
very
like,
end.
They
so
were
I don't
they
think
were
I
in
count
some
that.
European country chopping up bodies and shit, yo. Like they're not regular.
No, they was in like Venezuela or some shit.
They killed
man.
17
Olivia.
people to get to that little kid. He ain't no little kid, but the
Well,
nigga's
one
son.
of those was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't their fault. That was a car blew up. Like
Don't matter.
They
It was
killed
only
mad
16.
people with several different weapons and shit.
well, yeah, but all those people deserved to die, bro. Like they had kidnapped a motherfucker's kid and was holding him for ransom. They was trying to kill
That
him
nigga
with
shot
swords
Brad
and
Pitt
shit.
twice too before that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. He shot
niggas
him
is clearly
twice.
villains.
He shot the fuck out that nigga
But
twice.
that was
They was
that
trying to
in
kill that nigga for
Johannesburg, Slim.
75% of the movie.
What?
They was trying to
Well, they
kill
just
him
wanted
for
the briefcase,
75%.
honestly.
Yeah, they just wanted the
They
briefcase.
wanted the briefcase.
Back, Puos.
They would have killed that nigga though if they could have.
Well, if
Facts.
he would have never touched their shit, nothing would have happened to him. You feel me?
That definitely was their shit.
Them niggas
Yeah.
are villains, man.
I mean,
I'm
to
about
be
say,
honest,
and then the Hornet killed the fuck out the son and shit, so they knew they was fucked.
the pink
But
bitch
that
really
shit
did
is
like
crazy,
make
bro.
most of
This
these
little-
problems.
This
The
little
Prince was
anime
really a
motherfucker
shit
walked
starter.
up to Buddy. Buddy was handcuffed to a seat. The anime motherfucker walks up and does like some little goofy shit. He reach out his hand and get poked up with a fucking needle, bro. Like
That's
yo,
what he
stupid
get,
ass.
like trying to have fun and shit. Nigga, I
Hell
would have
yeah.
told them get your bitch ass
Hey,
home.
by the
and
way,
then Prince, that little bitch walked by and she just spit on the dead body. She raised the glasses and spit
That's
on
her
Buddy.
brother. She hate that nigga.
before you get the
Yeah, she
context
hate
on that,
Buddy.
yeah. Yeah, but I mean, whatchamacallit, that whole thing with fucking Hornet wouldn't have happened if them niggas would have just went back to the seat quicker. The motherfuckers went over there because they
Yeah,
couldn't find the briefcase and just had a whole
yeah,
one-on-one
they had a
conversation,
monologue.
promised
He's
the
telling the
train and all
story.
this
Hey,
shit,
do you know about the
talking
White
about
Death? This is what he did. Like he told the whole backstory of the White Death, and then they go back to the seat, and Buddy just got smoked. Like
bruh, like these niggas fucked up so bad,
now,
and then
hey, let's talk
mm,
about that. That's what we didn't talk about. Boy, the White Death is a cold ass villain. That
he might be a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
cold-ass villain,
he
but he's a
clean.
fucking idiot too.
Maybe at the end of the movie, but everything leading up
Not
to it,
during the
bro,
movie.
he
These
had the
niggas
most
definitely fucked up the
meticulous
assignment, and you
plans,
know
bro.
it, bro. They should have been dead from the first stop that they tried any type of antic. Boy, I'm telling you, hey,
What
But
antic were they
he
trying?
really
hey,
didn't
They showed the
okay,
sun.
okay. Yeah, they
he
had the
didn't
son
care
wearing
though,
some
Luno.
goopy ass pink glasses, and the nigga. Oh, okay, he didn't care. Okay,
Yeah,
but we
because he
didn't
was
know that
trying
at
to
the
get
beginning.
Carver and all
Yeah,
that
we
shit.
ain't
Like,
know that, but at the end, he ain't give a fuck. He put them niggas all on the train to
yeah,
kill
he
each
was
other.
trying to get to Carver and shit. That wouldn't help him get to Carver for real.
True, we know in the end that he was just a piece of shit and he didn't care about him. But a lot of the antics they was doing at the beginning was mad retarded. And to the viewer, it's basically like they're getting one over on this evil boss nigga, whoever the fuck he is. So
Yeah.
either it was well within his expectations or he's just a goof. But it was the
Bro,
latter,
that
the
motherfucker
former.
like came out of nowhere. They said this wild ass Russian motherfucker came out of nowhere and rose in the ranks of the Yakuza and shit, and then decided that like he wanted the whole empire. So he goes and slaughters everybody with his subsect of followers, bro. A motherfucker got like a wild ass mask and shit. He walking around spinning a revolver chamber on his sleeve, put that bitch up to his dome with no hesitation, click, and then just shot his master or whatever the fuck you call him, his boss. You know what I'm saying? Like in the rain, boy, that's a cold ass scene.
It is a cold ass
I
scene,
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
lie.
lie.
But yeah, that
But
motherfucker is a cold villain. That motherfucker, I can't remember his name, but he done been several shit in movies. He was like I seen him play Elvis Presley before in Elvis and Nixon. It was with Kevin Spacey
crazy.
and shit. He played. I think he played in 8 Mile or not. Yeah, he was in 8 Mile. He was in a few things. Shout out to that guy.
But yeah, one thing
He
I
was
will get his
Zod too.
movie. I'll get his movie credit. The fight scenes are actually entertaining. I'm not gonna say they're like super dope or amazingly choreographed or anything, but
Roof
they
said the Yakuza might be ass.
Yakuza's definitely ass because I mean the nigga just came out the motherfucking train smoking a cigarette and just said some bullshit and just walked away. So like there was no check present. Are you gonna let me do my job? You gonna like
I'm gonna be
like
honest. I think he outranks them. Like I think he could probably kill some henchmen. You know what I'm saying? Some
if they all
peons.
jumped
Like
him at that moment, I know he could have done some shit, but he probably would have lost. Let's be
I
real.
don't know, bro. Like I think because like you might be right, but like I don't know. Like I feel like these ladybug tier characters, are they like that?
And he don't have a superpower neither. Like Ladybug got the bad luck shit, so shit would
He
just
don't got a
go left.
superpower.
Yeah, like
But
Ladybug.
that's
Yeah.
okay. So that's something that I think needs to be addressed. I've watched this movie multiple times, and I think that like once you see the movie fully through and you watch it back with a different perspective, I think he don't really got bad luck like that. Like all the
All
shit
right.
that he perceives as bad luck is actually like some form of blessing. You feel me? A motherfucker is upset at the start of the movie because he finna walk out on the street and a motherfucker like runs over a puddle that like gets water on his shoes. He pissed about that. But that like instead, bro, you could have walked out there and got hit by that car that wasn't gonna stop and shit. You feel me? That's
Look.
not no bad luck. Like
Yeah,
he
but
can't stop the
yeah.
train, but that shit ends up saving people lives and shit. That bitch goes off the rails and shit, and like the White Death dies and all type of shit as a result of that shit. That's not
Yeah,
really bad luck. He just
that's the
didn't
thing. Well,
like.
White Death or whatever, toward the end of the movie, before he meets his untimely demise, he says to him while he about to kill him and shit before the briefcase blow up. He say, you know, you have to rather than wait for fate
Fate.
to take control, I'll take control of fate instead, right? Which was to like kind of just say the moral altogether, right? It's just like nobody's destined for bad luck or whatever. You can take things into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the kind of the point of the movie, and everybody had like some sort of like metaphoric like sort of meaning around that theme. The prince is like the inverse, right? Gets everything that they want, gets away with everything that they want, but they face like a terrible hard lesson or like a reality check at the end. You know what I'm saying? The brothers or whatever, the main defining thing about Lemon and Tangerine was like none of their actual shit other than doing anything that they can to support the other one, yo. It was like purely off of their drive to like protect the other one that like they were able to get over most of the shit in this movie. Um, so I mean, it's like, okay, the friends you make along the way, you know, material possessions are never gonna be enough or whatever, you know, some shit. I just feel like there was like some pretty like infused writing. But I think you can get carried away watching the comedy and not really give the credit where it's due. But they definitely did a good job with some of the symbolism shit. It
There
wasn't
was a
bad.
lot of nuance in the movie. What I really appreciate more than anything, especially on this watch through, is how they tell this story for like an hour, hour and a half, or whatever, and you're just watching Brad Pitt's antics with scattered side stories. You're looking at it through a lens of comedy and like a little bit of action, but then like once it all comes together and you realize that all of these characters are linked in some manner and like it runs back, you know what I'm saying? The White Death is telling about like all this shit that happened, like why he picked all these people, like all these trained assassins on his train, why he like basically it seems like luck or whatever, happenstance has them all in this scenario, but it's all an orchestrated plan, whereas not only are they connected with each other, but they're all connected with him in some manner, and the only
Yeah.
wrench in the plan is bitch ass Carver having a stomach ache and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, KT.
uh
Oh yeah, speaking of Carver, shout out Ryan Reynolds, man, real nigga.
Yes.
But so I read something, and I want to see if y'all think it's like bullshit or if it's like they have a point to it. So what I read was that it said in the end credits, the story is told from the point of view of the water bottle as a symbol of fate and how everything is connected.
I think that is something that like they presented that was interesting. Like I say, they give the backstory. Oh, here's the name of this person. Here's the wolf and the fucking the hornet and all this shit. And then like they just do the water bottle and like all the fucking arduous journey that it took to get to this specific thing. It's definitely like a testament of fate, but I think it's also a testament to just like the randomness of the universe that such an inconsequential seeming thing can be so important to a life or death situation that is presented.
What
Yeah.
you think, Luna? Yeah, because yeah, that's a fact. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah. I do think that there's something about like how everybody's interconnected by fate or whatever in this movie. But as far as like any particular object in the movie having like symbolism, I would just have to maybe rewatch.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll say there's two things I remember specifically, I guess, if you want to count those. There was obviously during one scene of the fight. No, that was a different water bottle, wasn't it? No, but
No, it's
didn't
the
Brad
same
Pitt
water
throw that?
bottle. It's just a Fiji water bottle through the whole movie.
Nah, there was another water bottle too, the sparkling one, but not that one.
Oh,
The one the one that Brad Pitt did throw the Fiji at somebody, didn't he?
yeah, he smoked Tangerine in the face with that hoe,
Yeah, and then Lemon also drunk the water bottle whenever he was
with
getting
the
ready to.
sleeping powder.
Yeah, he was gonna shoot old girl, and he ended up drinking it. Those are the only two things I really remember with that Fiji water bottle. I don't know if there was
No,
anything
and
else.
like whenever the fucking the White Death is finna kill Buddy Pops, that's when the water bottle rolls to him and he hits Buddy in the face with it, causes him to like not
That's what I
land
was
his
talking
shot.
about when I said he threw it at him. I meant that scene.
Oh no, because yeah, there's a sparkling water shit where
Yeah, that was
uh
sparkling water. That wasn't the Fiji with the tangerine shit.
yeah.
Nigga throwing bottles at niggas, bro.
Hey,
you could do anything you
I'm
want
not
to.
gonna
He's
lie.
that nigga.
Hey, bro,
It's a plastic bottle.
what was dude Pop's name? Because that motherfucker is the most unexpected cold character to
Oh,
me.
the
The
elder.
elder.
Yeah, that motherfucker, boy. Let me tell you, like he just like you see him. He call his son phone. His son don't pick up. He decide he going to get on this bullet train, boy. And he is never, out of his element. He is never not calm throughout the course of this shit. They play it to comedic effect when he's sitting there telling a story and shit. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you this story." He said, "No, I'm good." He says, "No, like it's gonna be short." "No, I'm straight." "No, you're gonna listen to this fucking story." But
Yeah, I think you got to take into account his background though. That's
that
probably why he was so
motherfucker,
calm.
bro, like that bitch was like, "Oh man, he survived all of this." Like, you really think that, like, damn, I finally didn't get to answer the phone after Buddy got shot and all this shit. Now his son's dead. That motherfucker said, "You pushed my grandson off a roof. You think I'm finna leave him unattended in a hospital? And that nurse got on that dude ass, boy. That
Yeah,
bitch
he got
put a
people, bro.
plastic bag over his head and slit his throat.
Keep in mind that
He
at
knew
that
better
point,
than him.
homeboy really got bit by the snake at that point and just like ran away, bro. Like, and she was
Yeah,
just
he's
there
running
alone with that
away,
nigga.
just fucking like flailing and shit down the fucking way.
And she thought she had everything under control and shit. The nigga called the phone, said, she tried to expose the whole plan. He's just like, my son is not dead, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he definitely held shit down or whatever, and he was also there to provide some of the meaning in the story and shit.
And he was talking crazy to the white deaf boy. He told him, he said, "You scared of the one shit you can't control." Fake. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and what about when Prince, she finally got face to face with the white deaf, her dad, and she pulled the gun on, bro. Like, he wasn't worried about none of that shit she was talking. Like, he didn't give a fuck.
Bro,
He
that
just
bitch
snatched
was
that bitch out of her hand.
Bro. I think he knew what she did already. Like,
hell no, he didn't, because that shit
He didn't. He
flipped
shot
him
that bitch
later.
at the end.
I think he forgot though. Like, he just thought he had another gun on him.
I don't think he knew,
bro, that nigga
because
he just been in a train crash.
Yeah, but I think he too calculated for get some shit like that.
Man, nigga, all that shit.
Yeah, I think he just disregarded
But I
that
ain't
bitch.
no
Like,
white
he didn't.
deaf.
All that shit go out the window. I don't care who you is.
No, bro.
Yeah, Pools, I think from my perspective, I don't think he knew she rigged the gun. I just think he was just so like he didn't give a fuck about.
Look how he looked at the hoe. He nigga started laughing and shit.
I think he was laughing at her.
Bro, that bitch really had daddy issues, and that was her villain origin story. Like, that bitch was upset that like they liked her junky ass brother more than her. Like, that shit crazy.
That bitch said she should have got the attention.
See what I'm saying?
That's why she
bro?
did all that.
Get your goofy ass out of here, bitch. That bitch crying.
I will say, I think every one of these characters was fire for the what they did in this movie. They was fire.
Every one of them was a fact.
Hell yeah, even the train conductor, huh? Slim, he was on Ladybug ass. Huh?
That nigga was funny as hell.
That motherfucker told him, he said, "You get one stop." He said, "Hey man, I got this receipt. It shows that I bought a ticket." He just pointed at the door.
That shit, like, this nigga got all these special moves and shit, but he gets shook every time you see this nigga.
You see a train conductor.
Yeah.
She says a conductor. He says, "No, you don't understand. This guy is a real asshole."
KTL, so two things. One, Channing Tatum made another appearance. Gay. Yeah, he was gay again. There ain't really nothing to talk about there. But what about
offered him some money? He was like, "Hey, bro, you trying to make some money?" He says,
"Is this a sex
thing?" Yeah, man. Is this a sex thing? He said, he looked at him in dead silence for 5 seconds. He said, "No." He's
hey.
We good, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. And then he come back later
then
around,
when
like
Tangerine walked up.
He said, "That's a nice accent you got there, man." Like, he was.
Nah, after that too, when the nigga, yeah, he got a nice walk, Pools. That he said he got a nice walk.
Not only that though, whenever Tangerine walked up, whenever he told dude to put on the clothes, Tangerine walked up with that gun talking about give me the fucking case and shit. And nigga was like, "Hey, is this the sex stuff?
Says, is this where the sex thing happens?"
Nigga was looking forward to that shit.
He thought he was role playing, Slim. He thought
that nigga crazy.
He
thought he was gonna get some.
Robbed. He was a damn.
He thought he was gonna get some on that train.
He thought he was a damsel.
What's wrong with him,
he
bro?
was like, "Oh yeah,
pause, ain't it?
Oh yeah, I'll be the victim."
Every movie, bro.
What's wrong with that nigga, bro?
But another thing.
You getting typecast, bro? Because this keeps happening to you, dog. Like, I don't.
He don't give a fuck, man. Hey, he making money. He don't give a fuck, I guess.
That's white humor, bro. That's white humor.
KTL, the other thing is whenever Ladybug dumbass got off the train with the suitcase, the briefcase.
Oh yeah,
and
he decided to spin the lock on that.
Yeah, he spent the fucking combination shit.
That shit was
and that bitch opened up. Yo, dumbass, bro. You didn't even have to do all that.
That nigga was talking in an accent too.
Hey, they got back. Yeah, he was trying. They said, "Oh, I guess you guys really are twins." Like. Hey,
yeah, facts.
He said, "Look, man, I know." He said, "But why would you spin it?" He said, I was trying to sell something. He said, "Well, I don't think they're in the market for bras and dildos."
Nigga. You ain't even have to do all that. Trying to show up.
Yeah, he was trying to like make it look legit, boy.
That's how you make it look legit, by spinning the combination.
Yeah, he
Niggas
said,
just trying to
right
do some
here.
clean
Yeah, we don't
shit.
know the combination here. Watch.
Yeah, how that bitch just land on the combination.
I might have been wrong, bro. He might have really just had shitty luck. Like that
Yeah, that shit just out of all the numbers, KTL,
999 possible
that shit
combinations,
just
it
landed on the
right
combination.
Black Roos said, first of all, hold on, Black Roos. I know you listening. Why you keep
Put it
tagging
on
me?
the screen, bro.
You see 4 niggas in here. Why you keep tagging me to tell
He
these
put
niggas
Jake
what you said?
Harper.
Jack Harper, Roos.
Jack Harper, nigga.
Ladybug beating the shit out
Jack Harper is
What?
ass, Roos.
Ladybug not gonna want to fight.
Jack Harper is not ass, but like Ladybug beat the shit out, buddy.
Yeah, Jack Harper wasn't ass.
I don't know
The movie just wasn't that. The movie just wasn't that good.
I get now he lost to himself. Ladybug can never lose to himself. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's cap. Somebody got to lose. You versus
That's
yourself.
cap.
Somebody got to lose.
It's gonna be a
How?
stalemate garden together.
Hell no. I just saw Captain America beat the shit out the other Captain America.
Man, I don't
when they
care
went back
about
in
that.
time.
We talking about
Somebody got to win, bro.
Ladybug.
That was a good fight.
Thanks, Puo. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose.
I don't know, bro.
Hell,
They might
Hydra.
be peaceful.
KTL versus KTL. I got KTL beating the fuck out you. Okay.
That's cap, bro. I'm beating the shit out me.
You can put KTL and KTL in a backyard with Roots. He gonna knock both of them niggas ass out.
So you're giving him a weapon?
Nah.
You put KTL and KTL in Saw 2, and both of them niggas getting thrown in that syringe pit.
That's a fact.
I can't lie to you, bro. Like, can't nobody put me in a saw trap.
They're gonna put both of y'all.
That's cap. But yeah, so I don't know, bro. And then fucking Tangerine died in such a stupid fucking way, man. He just out here fucking fighting with Buddy over the gun, and that whole go off. He just shot dude in the neck like Tangerine.
That's bad luck. Hey. That's bad luck too, ain't it, KTL? Because Tangerine had that gun pointed at old girl because she had the diesel, and Brad Pitt just running there.
Address, bro. Lemon in this.
Yeah, that's bad luck too, ain't it?
Thomas the Tank Engine shit, boy. That shit. I think that shit, like, it could have been come off real corny, but I think that hoe didn't overstay his welcome. I laughed when he said that, old boy.
That shit was real. He put the sticker on that bitch.
He told Buddy, he said, if you talk about Thomas the Tank Engine one more fucking time, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Later on, he said, I swear to God, bro, it's a diesel on here. He said, what did I tell you? He said, you told me you were gonna shoot me in the fucking face. Like,
and then he saw diesel at the end. It came full circle.
That shit was, and then he seen dead ass Tangerine and told him he was always a Thomas anyway, and gave him a sticker.
Then Ladybug came and fucked it up. I think that's kind of the bad luck that they talking about. Ladybug came and killed that nigga. He was finna get vengeance on that girl.
Well, Lemon was finna get vengeance on that bitch, but he had drank the water. Like he was like,
yeah,
I figured that bitch out. That bitch out here trying to like cry her way out the situation. He said, "Fuck, you're really good at this." Like.
And she kept saying that shit about how she lucky, like she always lucky and shit. So it seems like it.
That bitch, he said, yo, that's crazy. Like white girl tears do something to me. But anyway, like
she's good at that shit. Good shit. I think she did a great job.
That's one thing, boy. You talk about a pathological liar. That bitch will die with the lie. They was finna get shot. That motherfucker said, one of y'all point at the other, and if y'all both point at each other, y'all both keep y'all hands raised. I'm shooting both of you. That bitch was going to point, no matter whether she thought he was finna point or not. She was finna die with that lie. The only thing that saved her was Buddy caring about his kid. Like,
yep.
That is sick. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That bitch got away with so fucking much in this movie. And then she out there pretending her bag is stuck so this motherfucker don't get off the train. Boy,
she was good, bro.
Dumbass shit, boy.
She was good.
I'm like, hey, bro, somebody do something to this bitch. Like,
KTL, they didn't suspect that bitch at all. Like for real, like she was just good.
Crazy, Slim. That bitch went up in there dressed as a schoolgirl and shit, and all of a sudden, all suspicion fell off of her. Oh, it's got to be this Asian man. Like,
even whenever the thing where you was talking about where he said point, like he was like he thought it was a old dude, even though it wasn't him. He thought it was him just based off looks.
Well, before that, he had said it could have been either of them because he was like, I don't know. He He say, this guy is a logical choice, but something tells me there's something not right with this bitch. So here's what we're going to do.
He's a logical choice, I guess, because of what he looks like and what she looks like, I guess.
That might be
She looks like a little girl. I get a little school girl.
Just they see a homeless looking Asian guy and like automatically think he's a threat.
That shit racist.
Yeah. Oh no, bro.
All right, man.
But
is it anything else, man? Anything else here?
Luno and Puo's Puo said something, but Luno been quiet for a minute. That's a bet, Bob. I don't know, bro. I think that. Oh yeah, okay, right. And then you get to the end of the movie and shit. You know what I'm saying? The bullet train is flipped and all this shit. Buddy tells me, he's like, "Hey man, I'm not Carver." That boy was pissed, Slim. That motherfucker say, "What the fuck?" He say, "I hired Carver." He said, "I wanted Carver." He's like, "Hey man, take it from me. Carver is an asshole, man. That motherfucker shot himself with the fucking booby-trapped gun. Then, like, they think it's all over, and big bad Sandra Bullock pop out the woodwork, Slim."
Shout out Sandra Bullock.
That was a cold ass.
Bro. I did not know they was gonna pick her as the chick who was on the phone.
Hey, I'm not lying to y'all, boy. I'm watching this movie the first time I watched this, and I'm at that point. I'm like, man, because I was thinking about what I was gonna rate that movie the first time I watched it, because it was around the time we had started the podcast shit. And I'm watching through that bitch. I'm like, damn, there's only one thing I can think of that I don't like about this movie. And that's that they don't really, and it's not even like it's a nitpick. I was like, they really don't have no bad bitches in this movie. Then Sandra Bullock showed up. I said, nope. Perfect score. Fuck it. 10 out of 10.
She probably wasn't even the coldest hoe in this movie.
I don't know who is.
I got to look back and see what the Hornet looked like again.
Yeah, she was like a light
Puerto
skin
Rican.
Yeah, I'm about to say she's just like Puerto Rican, bro. Like,
but I didn't really get to see her in this element, but I gotta just look at her and see. She might be better.
Beautiful, Slim, I promise you. But
was Sandra Bullock in that one movie with
A Time to Kill?
Zazie Beetz.
She looked great in that movie. She old as hell now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
she was like good. Michael Jackson in this movie.
She was in Crash, Pools.
Crash is so fire.
Zazie Beetz.
Yeah, I don't know. She might be a bit better than Sandra Bullock. I have to look back at her.
That motherfucker. They got their Discord, ain't it, Slim?
She got a strong face in a lot of pictures, but I think she looked fine. I mean,
hey, so a fun fact based off what y'all was just talking about: Sandra Bullock actually replaced Lady Gaga, who was supposed to be in this movie, but she was doing whatever that other movie was.
This is way better than that.
It was another movie that she was filming to us. I can't remember what it was.
It was probably that shit where she was playing like whatever that designer was. Lady Gaga was like in a movie.
Yeah, I think that was it.
She good at acting, all right.
I just wouldn't have cared because I'm looking for bad bitches, and
Lady I wouldn't Gaga even have known. I don't even know what the fuck Lady Gaga looked like, bro.
I just seen her today, bro. Somebody posted her.
I would not have known.
They probably was going for the same thing that they did with Bad Bunny, like the other audience.
Yeah,
by putting Lady Gaga.
Well, like I said,
I don't think it would have been no difference, bro.
I don't know if they would have advertised. Lady
she got
Gaga.
a big fan base, Pools, from the music.
I'm saying Sandra Bullock was barely in the shit.
Like they didn't advertise her. They didn't even put her on the cover. They put Bad Bunny on the cover.
Cause she like a surprise, bro. She like a surprise cameo.
Well, Ryan Reynolds was too, and I actually saw what that was about the last time that I watched this movie. Apparently, Ryan Reynolds was only in the movie for that. What he was in it for, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds,
some shit,
like 5.
Nah.
Yes. So he was filming the Adam Project around that time. I saw that. I don't think y'all saw that shit, but he was filming the Adam Project for Netflix, and they was on the same.
Robert Downey Jr. was in.
No.
Oh, okay.
They were Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, that was Oppenheimer. Never mind.
They was like in the same studio with Netflix and shit, and so they put that nigga in the movie for like however long, 5-10 seconds or whatever, because Brad Pitt did the same shit in Deadpool 2. Like he wasn't in the movie for a long time, so that nigga just did the same shit to his movie that the nigga did to Deadpool. So that's why that was that cameo.
What did he do in Deadpool?
Brad Pitt had a short ass cameo the same way.
Yeah.
Then Wolverine had one. Who played that nigga?
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
So they got 2 little short cameos in that bitch.
Yeah, they got a few of the cameos through that shit. That's Deadpool shit, bro. But
Also, KTF. Well, yeah, I'll talk about it when I do the
this
trigger shit.
motherfucker, what I was finna get to, Slim, like that shit, you know. They do that shit, that reveal. I thought that was cold, but you know what I'm saying. Then this bitch pops up out of nowhere. This Prince bitch pops up with fucking guns. She say, "Oh yeah, this shit's over with. I'll win." Whoop de whoop. That bitch got hit with an orange truck, boy. Motherfucking lemon driving truck full of oranges and shit.
Tangerines, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's definitely a
Yeah, I kinda hate
fucking
that.
comedy movie because all these every time they get ready to like kill a nigga or fight it, they want to stop and talk and shit. Or they stopping. Remember they were fighting and the old lady was like, "Shh," and they kept
Hell
just
yeah.
stopping and looking at. Bitch, shut your ass up.
Brad Pitt told that bitch to eat a dick. Slim finally he got sick of that shit.
They did the same thing when that lady walked in and he asked for that water. Like they always stopping.
And he made
Well,
that
we
nigga
don't-
pay
they
for that
had to
hoe.
stop. They wasn't
The
finna
bitch had her
fight.
feelings hurt, bro.
He
was
made that
upset.
nigga pay for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said I gave all I gave all my money to that guy to wear my hat and glasses. Like
That nigga paid for that water too.
that shit. Yeah, and then he hit him in the face with it.
Would y'all have paid for that nigga water if y'all was in that situation?
I'm a gentleman,
No.
bro.
I probably would have just to get that bitch out this room.
That bitch can't stay there forever, Pools.
I was gonna say if you don't pay for it, she still gotta leave, right?
I'm gonna go call the people like these niggas stealing water and shit.
No, put the water
Hey,
back.
she gonna call the
He already
she gonna
was
call the
drinking it.
conductor and he gonna get on people's ass.
That nigga was already drinking it.
Yeah. Like, I just paid that hoe to get her out the room, bro, and fight this nigga some more.
He wasn't even drinking it, bro. She had to grab that bitch for him.
She been grabbed it. He started drinking it, and then he told her that he don't got no
Oh,
money.
you talking about like he got
That shit, and he said he couldn't pay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like motherfucking talking about like, oh yeah, like give me some water, give me some sparkling water, like.
Nah.
I think that's it,
yeah,
right?
that
For the movie?
bitch got hit with a tangerine truck. I think that you know what I'm saying. When you waiting so long for something bad to happen to a motherfucker, and they just spring that hole on you out of nowhere, I think that was very.
That's just you, bro. Well, it wasn't me. Maybe it's them too. That's
I
just
thought
you.
Shorty
was
was
fire.
Shorty was a dickhead.
She was. She. What do you mean, Slim? Like, what was it? Like, you ain't hate
I'm-
that hoe?
No, I didn't.
I mean, I didn't have any particular
I ain't hate her
attachment per
either.
se to the character, but if I was in that situation or whatever, like I would have probably been pressed to probably kill her, probably first on my list. Or
I mean, I just think it's like because like I had a similar thing for I want to say it was Fast and Furious 9 or whatever. They got like the main villainette is like this bitch, and she just like keeps getting away with a bunch of shit and always seems like a step ahead. That bitch like will be in a bad situation and somehow find a way out of it. It's like damn, when the fuck is something gonna happen to this hoe? You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like any type of character, I feel like that's what makes me pissed off at a character.
I got
It's
one
like, I
show
know
you
you
should
not
never
like that.
watch.
Like, I know you not like that, bro. And I know some shit could happen to you if, like, some bitch ass shit quit happening.
What happened if the person is like that? Not her, but what if the person is like
I
that?
mean, shit, I respect it more if, like, they like that. If you, like, you know what I'm saying? You keep getting away with shit, but, like, it's because you getting fights and you beating motherfucker ass and shit. Can't nobody do nothing to you. But, like, if you just, like, if you're a fucking weasel, you know what I'm saying? You're just out here, like, weaseling your way out of shit. That shit is ass.
I think that was part of her character.
Don't never
Like her.
watch Pretty Little Liars, man.
Oh, come on, bro.
Show fire, but don't ever watch that.
Hey, Pujols, this is like that type of shit you talking about. That's like knock.
I don't know what that means, bro.
That's
KT,
that
I think
Keanu
that
movie.
I think that weasel shit is part of her villain persona. Though.
I agree, but I'm saying that I think that is for me probably the most effective like way to create a villain is just by like, all right, bro, like somebody do something to this piece of shit, you know. Like I don't need some grandiose over the top scheme. Just like let them get away with shit that like they shouldn't be able to get away with, bro. And then finally like fuck them over at the end of the movie. That's the moment.
What if they don't get fucked over?
Hit them with
That's
a
what I was
orange
asking.
truck, Slim. Hit them with a tangerine truck.
Only in a comedy.
Hey, that's the formula right there. Filmmakers take note.
Lemon the best nigga in the movie, man.
I'm very surprised to hear you say that.
Why?
Because he's black.
I knew KTL was gonna say that. That's a bad thing that I knew.
Yeah, well, you knew it
Yeah,
because
I don't get it.
you know Pujols like I know him.
Yeah, I don't. Y'all
He
niggas
didn't.
clearly
He
don't
don't
know
say.
me.
He didn't say he don't like black people. He don't like black ass movies.
Facts.
Well, no, he just said he don't
Facts.
like
Talk
black
to
ass
him.
shit, not just movies. He don't like shit that he considers too black in general.
He didn't say people.
Never said people.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't think I've ever seen
So
like
you see
seen
a
a
black
movie that
man,
was
and I just automatically not gonna fuck with the character.
yeah. I think that's
That's a
true.
KTL trait.
Incorrect, brother. Fucking correct.
I'm just saying, Slim. Like I don't think Pujols has ever told me there was a black character in these 60 movies that was his favorite.
Probably because there's not many black characters in those movies, brother.
That's cap. You be
Probably
hating on
can't.
Danny
Probably can't
Glover all
name
the
10.
time.
Well, we haven't given.
Never watched the Danny Glover movie other than
You're a
Saw.
fucking liar.
Other than Saw, didn't
I'm
watch.
sure in that one More Better Blues, his favorite character.
Yeah,
was
he
probably
was
black.
Didn't see it.
KTL.
Oh, he
I mean,
didn't see
Pujols.
it.
Pujols. The nigga was in Sorry to Bother You.
Morgan.
Sorry to
Oh, he
bother you. He
was.
watched
He was.
that.
He was.
Yeah.
Didn't have a favorite character in that
Pujols watched
movie.
Hardball, and his favorite character was Keanu Reeves and shit.
He was.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Keanu Reeves,
Yeah,
the
but
white
KTL.
black
character
people
out
are
You supposed to
majority
like some
little ass
kids,
kids.
nigga? The fuck you talking about?
You can't be a fan of an actor, bro.
Nigga want me. Who else was in the movie, nigga?
I don't think you're a pervert. Like I think you're a fan
Brandon,
of an actor.
Nigga want me
Michael
to
B.
just
Jordan, right?
be a
Yeah,
G baby
like, bro,
fan. Nigga,
you
fuck
not
G
a
baby.
G-Baby fan?
Michael B. Jordan was in there.
Fuck
Come
him
on,
too.
bro.
Them
Buddy
niggas
not a
was
fan
not
of
special.
G-Baby.
Like they was not doing nothing like
Hey,
fire
what?
in the movie.
Oh, never
They
mind.
was
I
playing
forgot about
baseball.
you.
That's
Pujols.
it.
Hey, Slim Pujols was talking about how like they was gonna go on to like have horrible, fucked up lives after the movie. I forgot about him.
Oh
He
yeah,
was,
He's
he
like,
did.
oh yeah, they gonna
Niggas
win
was
the
still in the
baseball
hood.
trophy, and they gonna end up like going out there and not
Niggas
being
was
shit.
still in the hood. Niggas ain't getting no scholarship. Nigga, they 10 years old. They still in the hood. Ain't shit changed, nigga. A nigga just died going home the other day, nigga. They still live there.
I mean, bro, but like this is how you get out the hood. You be good at some shit. Like
Yeah, it take boy. You ain't gonna be 10 years old, nigga. Survive for 8 more years, nigga. That's the key. Shit hard
damn.
to do.
So, but I'm saying like, why does your mind immediately go to the negative?
Because one of them niggas just died, and the other nigga just became a fucking gangbanger in that same
Yeah, and
place that
like
stayed.
9 other ones, however many other ones, just won a baseball tournament. Like,
Man,
Yeah,
I don't
man.
give no
They
fuck. And
still living
motherfuck
that shit.
hardball. That shit was like 4 months
Plus,
ago.
once Keanu Reeves get the money necessary for him to, come up and just like, you know what I'm saying, do what he needs to do, like he may not even coach the motherfuckers no more.
You know he gonna leave their ass.
Yeah.
Speaking of Keanu Reeves, man, they wanted Keanu Reeves to make a cameo in this movie too. It just didn't happen.
I can
As a
see
therapist.
Keanu Reeves
He
being
not gonna
Ladybug.
do
I
that
can't
Shannon
lie to
Tatum
you.
shit.
If he do a hardball 2 or whatever, I feel like they could definitely. They need to have the same team who did the first one because I could
Hardball
see
These
them.
niggas is 30 years old, you know?
Keanu Reeves could have been
That's
Ladybug.
a
I'm
fact.
not gonna lie to you, Slim.
Well,
They wanted him to
Keanu
be a
Reeves is
therapist,
older
KTF.
now.
Oh, that would have been fire.
Keanu Reeves still look the same, but them kids is 30, bro.
No, he got a beard now.
Yeah,
Long hair.
yeah, like what? Yeah, exactly. Like what if
He
they
looks like
show
John
like
Wick now.
And you look homeless, bro.
I don't know, like them kids is grown up. They probably don't even know how to contact some of the people who are in that movie.
Nigga, one of
Might
them
have
is Michael
died,
B.
bro.
Jordan.
That was 30 years ago.
One of
The
them
other,
is Michael B. Jordan,
the
but
G baby nigga, I saw an interview with him talking about like a lot of shit, and he was like popular as hell at school when that shit happened, but he didn't really do shit
imagine,
else
bro.
after that.
You don't gotta worry about him coming back. He died, so fuck him.
you
That
could
nigga died. Damn, I just
character
watched the
died.
interview.
His character.
The character.
not
They
Okay.
gonna have his angel.
I thought he
in
meant
the
in
movie.
real life. I thought he meant the real nigga
They
died.
gonna have his angel in the movie, bro.
Paul said he dead in the movie. Fuck him. Like
That nigga didn't say in the movie though.
That nigga was popular for an 8-year-old. That shit was ass. What the fuck
10,
did you?
bro.
I don't know if he was 8. I don't know how old he was. I think he probably just been a little kid.
Yeah, they was 10, bro. They all had to be, you know what I'm saying, to play.
Nah,
on
he
the
couldn't play. He was younger than them niggas.
Oh well, shit.
Why the fuck are we talking about hardball, bro?
I don't know.
KTL brought it
I
up,
don't got
man.
anything else to say
Because
about this
who else
shit.
hate
for
black
now.
people?
I done said
It's a
everything
white
I had
man
to say
saying I
about
hate
it.
black people.
Let's get to the
everybody.
end of this movie then, man.
30 viewers who gonna watch
This
this.
movie
This
had
is
a-
a white man telling me I hate black people. Y'all hear this shit?
Hey, bro, you said more about it than I have, so
Brother, I'm giving you a chance not to tell the world what you say in your private life.
me and you, pause.
Hey,
You got one more chance, KTL.
I'm just asking.
I got a
Bro.
private life together.
Hey
No.
man, come on, Slim. Why does everything got to be gay with you?
You said it.
I didn't say like I guess, bro. Anyway.
I don't think he said that, man. Why everything
Yeah,
got to be
Yeah, I'm
gay
about
with
to
you,
say
Slim?
y'all
like
listen
this
to
shit
Gun
is
the
Man,
Same
he
gay.
album,
said it.
man.
Nigga
Before
said
we
y'all
go,
private life, bro.
You're
That's it.
disgusting, bro. Stop being John
Did he
Kramer.
not say me and
We've
you?
been over
I'm
with
tripping.
Saul for 4
I
months.
ain't hear the
bro.
same shit. My bad. I ain't hear it.
It's been over
My
4
bad. I
months.
ain't hear it. I thought I
Be
did.
somebody else. You not John.
I thought I
Kramer.
heard it. I didn't. My
You
bad.
ain't John
Man,
Kramer.
Kramer ass. I might
Me
watch
and you.
Saul
My
again
bad.
tonight.
You and me. I didn't hear it.
Hello?
Now Slim want to be part of it.
No, I'm not.
I heard you.
Oh, I gotta get a movie. I'm tripping.
Hell yeah. Somebody
About
got to
to
rate
say,
the movie.
y'all,
too.
y'all listen to A Gift and a Curse, man. That Gunna album goes crazy.
I listened to that whole
Let's,
a million
let's get to
times
the end
last
of this
year.
podcast,
It's
man.
sweet, bro.
Like a bajillion times over and over.
That was my
Nope,
most
bro.
listened to album last year.
Boy, that shit
Yeah.
fire, bro.
Ass. Go ahead. Who's starting
You
to
guys
go?
ready to get to the ratings?
Yeah, you going
That's
first,
right.
bro.
Yeah, sure, man.
Because it ain't no way you got no more trivia, bro. You done said all of it in the episode.
Nigga, I said like 2 things.
That's too many.
You want me to go ahead and do the trivia, KT? I got some.
All right, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yo,
I'm a
that's
speed run it. I'm a
Have
speed
ball.
run it.
Nah, bro. It's all right. We padding for time. We got to pass that
It's a-
hour mark.
It's a tradition, Luna.
That's what I've been
So
doing for the past 15 minutes. I said we got to get to an hour, bro. It ain't no way.
we definitely didn't have to, but let's go.
I think we
So
should have.
first thing first, Brad Pitt did 95% of his own stunts in this film. That's fire.
Damn.
I think he's like
Yeah.
that though. I think he generally does a lot of.
I didn't know he was like that.
I think he a lot of the time.
I
Does
mean,
his own stunts.
Yeah, he been in the action fucking shit for like a long time, so I guess he's doing that shit. Also, Bad Bunny accidentally punched that nigga in the face when they was fighting. That's fire too.
That's because he not a trained actor, bro.
Yeah, he don't know how to throw fake punches and shit. I think because they that's definitely a technique. Teach niggas how to fake fight and shit. So I mentioned the other nigga, the one that played Tangerine. That's the nigga from Kick Ass. I told y'all that earlier. And also, because of this movie and his performance in this movie, that's why he got chosen by Sony to play Kraven the Hunter in the movie that was supposed to be out last year. I think it's coming out this year. So he got picked to be Kraven based off this performance as Tangerine. So I think that's crazy. I thought Kraven was going to be a Marvel movie, but I guess it's a Sony film. This shit was supposed to be a drama, KTL, and then it kind of shifted towards comedy when they developed it, but it originally started off as a drama. How you think it would have been as a drama?
They could have made
they
it
coulda
work.
Made it work. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have been.
the trivia over yet?
No.
No, how you think this movie would have been as a drama, Luna?
As a
That
drama,
was the original idea. Yeah.
the skeleton of the plot will work. You just need to focus some of that time that was spent on comedy and bullshit interactions to some sort of like hard to watch or whatever. It did have to reinvent the movie, I think.
Yeah, I think the whole fight shit still would work. All the fights and everything.
They wouldn't because the fights themselves
yeah,
had
but-
implanted into them like terrible jokes. Like there needs to be some stakes first of all. So like what are the actual stakes or whatever? Who is the viewer actually going to identify with and care about their future? You know, obviously in this movie we watch it and we don't really care what happens to these niggas. We're just watching the world burn basically. So I guess for the drama, they would have to say, okay, who the fuck do we care about in this story? Because all of them have like some shit that they're all aiming for, you know what I mean? Either that or it becomes not like a Hunger Games, but like a basically where you have a bunch of niggas and they all have like some goal and then they're all killing each other and then you see who's left or some shit. Like you could do
Condemned.
that. Yeah, you could do some shit like that. Obviously a
Yeah.
little bit better than the Condemned just because who's in this movie compared to that movie.
Hold the fuck up now.
Stone Cold ain't shit, bro. He's mid at
Yeah.
best. He's mid at best.
That's
He's
cap,
not
bro.
great.
Condemned, a
I
good movie.
got some
Good
trivia
movie.
for you, Slim.
Yeah.
The Hornet kind of lit, man.
Facts.
You saw that shit?
Did y'all like it? No. What you saying?
Atlanta, Deadpool 2, Joker. Shit.
Oh yeah, is that Domino in
I
Deadpool
think
2?
so. Invincible.
Oh, that's the best hoe.
No, because Domino was a black
Oh.
woman, wasn't it?
She is black. She light skinned.
I thought that was a Puerto Rican woman.
She looked Puerto Rican on that picture, but she black. She just light skinned bitch.
Hey, Pools, in
The harder they
Invincible,
fall.
was she Invincible girlfriend?
I'm assuming she. Yeah, hold on. Let me. I assume so. I don't know.
What is that? Adam Eve?
No.
No, the other one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know yet. Yeah,
I
The
she
can't
harder
remember
Amber.
they
their name, but I know they
Amber,
hate
yeah.
her on the internet.
I don't remember her in The Harder They Fall. I can't really remember that movie like that.
Damn,
God
she
damn,
been
this
lit
bitch
the
got
last
some
3
movie
years.
credits, boy.
Yeah,
What
she in
the
some
fuck?
shit.
What her name
Hey,
is?
Zazie Bates or something like that.
Crazy. Shout out to her,
Zazie
man.
Beats.
I was
Yeah,
not
Zazie
familiar with
Beats.
your game, ma'am. I apologize.
hey, Luno, that shit you was saying about the fight shit. Yeah, the fight shit was that way because it was influenced by the Jackie Chan type of fights with the comedy and shit. So
Yeah,
they definitely did that on purpose.
which I'm not
They
And
watched
mad
Drunken
at.
Master for this shit, bro.
yeah, they watched all that Jackie Chan shit and was trying to when he pick up like a plate and hit somebody with a plate in the middle of the fight. And the
I'm
last
not
thing,
mad at it.
Puos, the nigga you was talking about, Lemon, that nigga had he got injured doing the film, and so that nigga had to be on crutches for like part of this shit, but he
Damn.
still got this shit done, man. That's fire.
Fire.
Shout out Lemon.
That nigga survived a train crash, bro. Nigga, the truth.
Bro, he literally found a fucking MP5 in the water, pulled that hole out and aired a motherfucker, boy.
Facts. That shit was
They
funny
wading through
too.
the water. He chasing Buddy.
That
And
shit
he
was
just
funny
found
as
that
hell.
hole in the water. How'd he find that bitch, bro?
That nigga was trying to stab the shit out of him.
He's wading angrily through that bitch, boy. Just pissed.
This movie fire, bro. I ain't
That
gonna
shit's
lie.
funny as a bitch.
So should I give my rating or what we doing?
Man.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So this is my second time watching this movie, man. I think the movie is pretty good. I think everybody played their role well. Brad Pitt, good job again. Bad Bunny did great for his first film, even though his shit was only about 5 minutes in total, maybe. The amount of time he was in this movie, maybe 5 to 7, 8 minutes. But I think he did great. Like I said, he didn't look out of place. He looked like all the rest of these actors, low key, to me. Lemon and Tangerine was good. Lemon was funny, like Puel said. I like Prince. The other Hispanic guy, Kamaru or whatever his name is, he was cool. The elder, I like him. We
He
mentioned
wasn't
him earlier.
Hispanic.
He's
He was Asian, bro.
what did I say?
Hispanic.
My bad, Asian. Yeah, the elder nigga, we talked about him earlier. He's been in a lot of shit that I've seen. He's in the John Wick movies. He was in Endgame. He was in 42 Ronin. He was in a lot of shit. I don't remember what else, but it was a lot.
47, bro.
Yeah, however many it was, I don't remember. So yeah, I think they did good. The plot was pretty decent. Shout out Ryan Reynolds, top 3 my white favorite actors. Sandra Bullock, shout out her. I like Sandra Bullock. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this movie was crazy. Like I don't know if I mentioned that to KTL the first time I saw it. I think I talked to him about it. I don't think it was crazy. I think it was a pretty good movie. But yeah, I don't think I really was as hype as other people was about it. I think they did it pretty well, but personally, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good though.
Yeah, my turn.
Yeah.
All right. So all in all, actually a fairly entertaining movie that I think lasted a little bit too long. I could definitely see the movie being like capsized a little bit and just kind of getting it over with. I thought there was a lot of time spent, and I don't think that it was like so good that I was just like glued to the screen. It's more like there are things that I appreciated about it throughout. I think the music was actually really good. I thought that, for example, the introduction of White Devil, White Evil, whatever his name is, White Death,
But
White Devil. um, I thought that they had some like crazy music playing with that shit, and they like kind of had all the camera angles and stuff. I thought that they had a really good soundtrack. I thought that the setting was dope. The train looks beautiful as fuck and shit like that. I like the perspective when they're walking down the hallway and you see like the different lighting, the different people up into that like little pink room and shit with obviously with the Hornets in, and that shit was really cool. You know, So I mean that was dope. I like that every character gets a sort of backstory, and some of them come in bits and pieces. You get some all the time. Like it seems like they took their time to explain who the characters were. You don't have too much attachment to them, but you kind of get who they are enough for the purpose of the story and to know what's at stake for them. I think the fight scenes are pretty good. They weren't like some crazy ass shit or whatever. They're obviously like very goofy because it's a comedy movie. I don't have a problem with them. They weren't exceptional, but they were functional. I think the acting jobs were actually pretty good. I actually think Prince was one of the best actors in the shit. I thought she played a little two-faced, diabolical bitch very well. I thought that Lemon and Tangerine's dynamic was entertaining to watch. It took a while to grow on me. Their sort of humor and shit, especially just like the annoying, like British or whatever he is. Like that shit is like kind of annoying, but they definitely you know, they definitely like proved that they were like pretty funny and good characters and shit like that. I like the way that they made the plot. I like how they connect all the pieces of the plot. I like the symbolism in the show or in the movie, sorry. Um there's I guess some risks taken with like kind of the pacing of the movie since you do like the backstory stuff like kind of like jammed in and you're in a flashback or whatever. Flashback is something that usually happens in movies. I mean in shows rather than movies. But I thought it worked pretty well for this shit. Um, yeah, overall, I will say that the movie dragged on for a little bit, and although um maybe there are ways it could have been improved, I think that it was a solid film. I gave this one a 7.2.
Okay. I ain't want to watch this shit about a year and a half ago because I don't want to watch shit ever. This shit didn't entice me, nigga. Like looking at this poster, like what the fuck these niggas gonna do on a train? They got busy on that bitch. Pause. Niggas went to war. Niggas did all kinds of cold shit. I fuck with this movie. It did drag on though, like around like an hour and 30. I was like, God damn, bro. Like so much shit happened. What else can fucking happen? A lot more, nigga. White Death popped up, nigga. All kinds of shit. So great pick. I fuck with it. Get a whole like a a whole like an 8.7. And you can watch this with anyone, bro. Like I'm gonna give it an 8.9 for that actually. Yeah, 8.9.
You saying you would watch this with a bitch?
You can watch this with anyone.
Bet. It's my turn. This movie is fire, man. I love this movie a lot. Like I say, it's a really new movie, but like I have a list of like some of my favorite movies, and this whole made it on there after that shit, bro. The characters are all well written and well acted. They all serve their purpose as it should. It keeps my interest throughout the movie, whether it be through comedy or an intriguing backstory, or seeing how all the characters are tied together. There's good fight scenes. There's comedic moments. There's uh characters that have an interest for you, whether it be you want to see something bad happen to them or you really like want something good to happen for them. You know what I'm saying? Over the course of this movie, like they had a clear goal and objective. Everybody turned in a performance that they knew what they were doing. It feels like a blockbuster. Just when you think that shit is over with, bam, oh, Ryan Reynolds pop up out of nowhere. Oh, Sandra Bullock in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, a bitch got hit with an orange truck. You know what I'm saying? It don't take its foot off the gas in terms of like providing some new stimuli for the brain. Pause. Uh, throughout the course of this movie, man. Like I say, the first I watched this bitch, I was like, I gave this hoe a 10 out of 10. I promise you. This hoe was like, I couldn't think of nothing I didn't like about this hoe. I won't do that now because I don't like to, go out there and try to like be dick sucking for my own movies and shit. I'm gonna still get this bitch like a 9.5 because I love this movie so much, bro. Like I agree with what Puol said. It's a Mountain Dew ass piece of shit movie that you can watch with anybody and enjoy yourself, man. Shout out Brad Pitt. This motherfucker, he's trying to, now that somebody gave Matthew a bullshit ass movie, Brad Pitt's trying to show up for the best on the podcast spot, man. Salute to him.
I don't know if I said it's a piece of shit movie. I think it's
You didn't.
actually
I'm saying it.
oh
It's not a piece of shit movie, honestly. But like I know that like outside of us, like the internet had a lot to say because they're like, oh, it's mindless action. Like, what the fuck? Let me go on this rant. What the fuck does some of y'all be watching movies expecting, bro? Do y'all not go in knowing what kind of movie you finna watch? What the fuck do y'all like? What do you want from some shit like this? It's action and it's comedy, bitch ass motherfuckers. Get off your fucking soapbox.
All right.
Goofy
That being
ass.
said, the final score for Bullet Train is an 8.4. So Puos has the next pick. What do you got, Puos?
Let's go, Puos. First pick in the new year.
Hold on, real quick.
This is the first movie of the new year, right? The one he
I mean,
picked?
this is the first one we reviewed, but this is the first pick Puos finna make.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Y'all all in sync, bro? Y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not in sync, but yes.
Y'all not in sync?
Like the boy band?
That's Justin Timberlake and
Yeah, y'all ever y'all gonna watch the Super Bowl this year?
I'm thinking about it.
Yes, maybe.
Y'all remember that one way back when that shit happened with Janet Jackson?
Ah, yes.
Yes. Justin Timberlake movie?
What about why you bringing up, bro?
He was in it.
Who was it?
Yeah. You got Justin Timberlake pick?
Nah, not at all. Why you keep talking about Justin Timberlake?
It's a Janet Jackson movie, son.
I get it. In sync. Justin Timberlake. Super Bowl, I get it.
The movie is in time, man. We going Justin Timberlake. Let's do it, man.
I saw that shit already too. It's lit.
It's lit. Let's do it, man.
Damn,
so you want to watch something else?
Be watching all these movies before the podcast.
You want to watch something else? Say the word.
Yeah, pick a different
The difference is, KTL, let me tell you the difference. I'll tell you the difference, KTL. So I had a rating for Bullet Train. I had a rating for Bullet Train already because I knew you was going to pick it. So when I watched it, whenever I watched it last year or the year before, I don't know. I had a rating already wrote down for my first watch. I didn't write a rating down when I watched In Time. I didn't know niggas was going to pick that shit. So I'm going to have to go off whatever my second watch is.
I'm taking it back. We're not watching In Time.
We not watching it.
I got to go off my second watch.
You going back to the shit you was doing? You going to be on the next episode, Slim?
Yeah.
All right, we're not watching that shit then.
We not watching.
This is the first time ever, like the nigga changing. Hey, that nigga, Black Root said In Time, I guess a while ago, according to him.
Good shit, Black Root. But we not watching that shit.
Now we not watching it, bro. That's
motherfucker,
crazy.
We not watching that shit anymore.
You changing the movie? This is the first time ever on the podcast a nigga ever changed the shit.
Well, I'm innovative, Slim. I get to do these. They don't do these type of things.
That's fire,
That's the
algorithm
rules right there, Slim.
Yeah, man. So,
but here's my problem now, Puos. Are we ever gonna watch In Time on the podcast? Because now it's put out there. No, they put it out there.
Niggas can just do. If niggas really want to watch, we could just watch the whole. We don't have to wait a week to watch some shit.
It's in the universe. We gotta watch it. We gotta do a special episode In Time.
I'll do that whole whenever, nigga. I like that movie. Either way, man.
We can do that.
Hey, Slim, even if you seen this next one, don't say nothing, bro.
Oh, he ain't seen this shit. Cool, he wish.
He wish.
And they gonna change it because I saw it.
Yeah,
no, not this one. Nobody probably seen
this.
But,
he trying to get me to be his greatest triumph, KTL. Like
I don't do.
I just had another one today, Slim.
Another one.
Yeah,
I don't do those type of things. I'm not catering to any one of you niggas.
Oh, I'm not catering. It's just a side mission.
That's that Destiny's Child song, man. Y'all think it's crazy.
I don't know what's up, but yeah, y'all niggas. Art tried to do this shit. He failed miserably. Do some anime shit. Y'all niggas finna finally come into the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, nigga. We watching Jujutsu Kaisen 0. It's lit. That's what we watching. You don't need to know any characters because it's a fucking prequel, motherfucker. So it's lit. Get ready.
You finna meet Gojo, Slim.
Fire.
Okay.
Put a picture on the screen, bro.
I don't have one. Yeah.
Get one ready, man.
Yeah, get it together, bro.
Y'all want me to find a picture?
Yeah.
You fucking up.
Nigga said I'm fucking up. Nigga said I'm fucking up like this nigga told me before the movie, KTL.
I'm saying, bro, you heard it. Like, you ain't even have one for In Time.
You seen that hoe, Luno? I know you seen that hoe.
I only have pictures when niggas send me the pictures, KTL. What the hell? Jujutsu Kaisen 0?
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out Yuta.
We
Who?
really we are a wild
Yuta.
podcast, bro. We finna go from Bullet Train to Jujutsu Kaisen. And
That's a
after
bad
that,
thing.
who got the pick after Puos? Is it Art?
Probably
Or no, it's Luno, isn't it?
one of them two.
I should have saved this pick for February,
Sure.
Black History
About
Month.
to
It's
say, and then
ass whooping for a black nigga in this movie.
come on, bro. You see what I be talking about, Slim? Yeah, and then
Black Roots asks, is it in English?
Yeah, I'm sure they got a dub by now. That shit 2 years old.
this motherfucking we gonna go from Bullet Train to this shit. And Luno gonna have us watching a fucking Martin Scorsese movie or something.
They was talking about him earlier.
I know.
God damn, Slim, can't find a picture.
He don't
It
know how
was
to type,
uploading, bro.
Nigga ass.
It's uploading.
Is that an
Picture up, bro.
Alaskan bullworm right there?
That's
Yeah, it is.
What's her name? Rika.
I hope that's
Rika.
not a woman.
Yeah, I think that's her name.
I hope that ain't no girl.
Well, I would tell you what happened to her, but you know what I'm saying? Just watch the movie, man.
Hey, Puos, is that a panda?
Yeah, that's Panda.
There you go, Slim. Pandering.
Yeah, that's Panda up there, man.
That's a bet. All right, sign us out, Slim.
All right, man. Sign us out, Luna.
All right, KTL, sign us out.
You just fucked it all up, bro. Puos was right there.
Nah, he knew that I don't do no
Like-
finals. He already knew.
Like,
Y'all like
all
that?
right. Next week, man, y'all get y'all a bitch that likes some anime. Y'all break out, your favorite anime t-shirt. Real Rap Coalition podcast. We out this bitch. Listen to the sounds of a dying jewelry box.
Dying what?
I don't know what that shit means.
A dying what? KTL?
A jewelry box, bro. You know how you open them hoes and they'll do this little ding, 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 ding.
Like one of them
Oh.
wind up boxes?
Yeah, the song box. Like, it don't got to wind up when you open it. It start playing.